Hello, you guys and gals. We're doing Whitney Houston's birth chart review right now. Let's start at the beginning. Okay, everything on top is meant to happen on this side, on the right side of this wheel. And whatever symbols is on there is meant to all happen. And on the left side, she created her own destiny, your own fate in everybody's chart. And underneath here is all privacy. No one sees it. And then up here is everything's public. So her fame up here, 10th house, is going to be seen. Is it destiny or did she create her own? It looks like she created her own, leaning more towards the left. I don't know. What would you say? I don't know. Maybe nobody cares about that. But anyways, okay. Miss Whitney Houston is a Leo. Sixth house. In the sixth house, day-to-day routines. And Leo, behind the scenes. And she's Pisces rising, a chameleon face, changing mermaid and a water person. Neptunian. Moon in Aries. She's a tomboy. She has 4th house Gemini. She's very gossipy and talks a lot at home. In the 10th house, she's super famous because she has Midheaven Sagittarius. Lucky with anything you do on stage or aim at anything that has to do with your career is the Midheaven bitch. And if it's a Sagittarius, I mean, it's going to be so freaking lucky and expand and be very well known. Super popular and famous. Everyone knows you. And then when you go home, dog gossip. You will gossip, talk. But in the 10th house, there's the happy-go-lucky, hilarious clown guru. All kinds of hair learnings and stuffs. It's fame. You're going to be a celebrity, a Leo with this. And Pisces, chameleon rising, come up after, sweet and all that stuff. Could be just who knows. Venus and Leo, which means you're generous in love. Mars and Libra, you don't like one-night stands. You're classy. You want to bond with somebody and make them act like you're dating, an official couple. And then you have that one name, bunny stand. Okay, your Jupiter's in Aries. She's lucky with having identity and wearing her soul on her face. And her 3rd house is in Taurus. She'll have a beautiful voice, singing voice, and it has to be down to it. Mercury and Chad Virgo. Slow. Won't multitask, but it'll all sound gentle like velvet's voice, like velvet. Having that 3rd house terrorist with beautiful lips and beautiful lungs and beautiful hands. She'll have her 8th house Libra, which means she'll be very beautiful in a coffin, allegedly. Trigger warning. This is the 8th house. She could have been passing away because of insurance policy put on her. It could be her kidneys. But also in here that reveals her passing away is Neptune and Scorpio, okay? This is in her 8th house, Libra. You want to prove it? Neptune and Lilith is also in her 8th house, okay? Neptune 8th house, Lilith 8th house. Okay? This is her cause of passing away. People don't want to see you do what you do with Lilith and that type of personality. People probably try to sexualize her and control her that way, but she does her own thing, whatever. It's nobody's business. But it would be kind of like people don't want to see her do this or that. And then it's with other people's monies and get married. And also, Neptune means passing away by Kurt Cobaining yourself. And allegedly, if Kurt Cobain even did that, because he could have allegedly also been offed. But this also allegedly could mean someone's going to off you, your exhausted body, but you would be on something, maybe getting your wasted, altered substances. It's at the 8th house. And you'd be looking beautiful in your coffin, but your kidneys, is that going to fail? You get an insurance policy on you, put on you, and people get inheritance. And marriage and stuff could also have for you. But this is like you also could have been like, someone could have done this to you because Scorpio. And Neptune means doing it to yourself if it's in the 8th house of passing, allegedly trigger warning. And her Lilith was there, so people don't want to see her do this and that. But she does it, and she has to be proud and arrogant of it anyways. It'd be chaos. And 8th house Libra, and darkness and despair, she turns to getting wasted. And Lilith, rebellion. Pluto Virgo, OCDC when she's alone, isolated, and wanted to Taurus. She came here to gain and own a home and be intimate and become a mother or something. That's what she will lack, and this is what she came here to gain. And a home. Fulfilling her purpose with family. Where she'd be singing at home with her stable velvet with Taurus voice. She wouldn't get mad at others behind the backs. She ain't gonna be wanting competitions. So she need a bodyguard regardless. Because of her 8th house, Neptunian, Scorpion, and Lilith and Scorpion. It's all about both. Doing it to yourself and other people doing it to you. Looking at this Mercury in the 7th house. Mercury Virgo in the 7th house. She might not see routine as fucking worthy of her time because she's Pisces rising beach. Because in the time ain't worthy of her time, and time's not worthy of its routine, and its routine is not worthy of its time, and the time is not worthy of its routine. Kind of fighting torture, but she will, attract people who will help her in a day-to-day routine, and by seeing rising. She be, chameleon women. And a little tomboy because the moon is in Aries, yes. And fast and not slow, like a Mercury and Virgo kind of is. Mercury, she has Jupiter in her rising sign and their moon, so she'll look like her mother. And she'll look like a very Aries warrior princess. She'll be a leader and underwater mermaid leader, whatever. Chameleon, and she has Mercury there. Does she have Mercury there in her rising sign, which means she'll talk fast and a lot, but she doesn't. Okay. Her Mercury is in the 5th, 6th, 7th house of your shadow self, and what you're attracting, what you see different from you, like nothing like that. Oh my god, all that talking, blah, 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 all that Virgo slow bullshit, which you literally are slow, maybe analytical to yourself, communicator, I don't know, but yes, you gotta do all that. You did all your lines, and you're doing all your lines, and then it turned into your Neptune, Scorpio 8th house, Libra, and Lilith and Scorpio. Pun intended, but not really. But it turned out like that. But your Mercury's in your rising signs. You'll come off as a singer. Mercury, and I don't know, you'll come off as an angel. Oh my god. And a Pisces underwater person. If that's not in your 6th house, that's in this house. I'm in denial. I keep on thinking that this Mercury literally is going to be in the rising sign, but it's not. It's not. The Jupiter and the moon is there. So she'll look like her mother. And she'll look like an underwater creature, and she'll have Jupiter there. Lucky with. That's her philosophy. That's just boring. But then she has 9th house Scorpio before she goes to bed. Chaos and sex and desire and chaos. And then 3rd house when she wakes up, all stable and comfy and yay. And wants her partner to be there when she wakes up. When she goes to bed, don't touch me. Ah. But everyone wants to. But everyone wants to. And then she goes to bed that way, Scorpion. And the philosophy is supposed to be the view of God of the 9th house. And, that was being off the view of God. She didn't want. These people Jupiter Aries, the traditional type of philosophy, it's like short-lived expansion. of like caveman wise type of bullshit. It's the rising sign, but Pisces also will be her. Philosophy too, could chameleonize. And so it could be psychic as well. Wear her soul on her face. And her view God. And it could be a go ahead and stretch it because it's got Jupiter in the first house of your face, Aries. So just come on, like, come at me, bitch. I'm headstrong. You're mad about me. Lucky with that. And she'll be generous in love and have a beautiful heart. And having Venus in the 6th house, a day routine. And chat and picky, la da da. 5th, 6th, 7th house of other people and la da da. She don't like it when they become it could be like come at me, blah blah. Her north node is in the 5th house. She's meant to have fun and be creative. She's meant to be the party and have a home, a family. It's Cancer, 5th house Cancers. Be everybody's mother at the party and get all the attention and perform. Emotionally, intimately, and be creative is her purpose. Become a narcissist, all she wants with her Leo sun. She came here to gain and lack. She'll lack an ego, but she'll be gaining it every time she is home or some bullshit. Cancerian. Intimacy. Her Ceres is in Libra. How she heals her soul, crown in Pisces, and her face and her identity just always changes anyways, blah, 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 and her philosophy, which would be part of this. Crying in Pisces and being psychic and stuff. Yeah, so she heals herself constantly, wants to heal her soul. You tapped in. The Ceres in Libra is everyone's arm candy, marriage best friend. When you are with her, you be feeling pretty and loved and bonded with, and like, oh my god, arm candy, arm candy, arm candy, arm candy, arm candy, arm candy. Her beauty heals other people. Her relations, her love story. She is as healing other people. So true. Ceres in Libra mentally. If you are signaling mentally you want to be in tune with our healing abilities, and it will be so wonderful. Period. In your antennas of your mind, if you get soak some of that in from her sun, Leo, you would be so feeling good, creature. Pallas and Virgo is how her day-to-day routine and diet is all decorated in her house. What does she decorate her house with? Pallas is sort of like that's on the 4th house though, but it has a little bit of something like effects to that, which is funny that they call it the Palace, which is why would they call it that if it's not like part of the castle of your temple? I don't know. But either way, I'm dumb. But I do know that Palace and all the other signs make sense when I analyze them, and it kind of makes sense from the person. And I'm not really roasting this very well, but okay, Juno Libra, iconic love, language, marriage, and how it's supposed to look like expressed. Vesta Libra, lucky with relationships, the gift of a relationship, the gift of love and beauty. She was given a fortune, Cancer. South Node Capricorn worked really, really hard and taught to the world and grew up fast. And now she came here to get intimacy at last, Cancer, and get all the attention for her performance. And she already knows what it's like to be an outcast. She came here to teach that be a friend to the world and gain all the attention. And her Saturn is in the 12th house, probably. Let's make sure it's the 12th house. Beep, 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 beep. It is an Aquarius, so she might have Alzheimer's, but I guess she didn't. She could be going to school and be very good at it, or just didn't want to pay attention to it and be more social. And maybe she was held back by her dad, make her get out of school. And maybe she was taking care of all walks of life because he'd rather get wasted and then take responsibilities for this baby of his that he is father of, and just showed unconditional love and had to make them learn forgiveness. They're racist, prejudiced bitch. And she could either turn out that way or she could turn out the right way after all that abuse. After all that, Aquarius and the 12th house makes her a psychic. But so untouched with the soul, and it'll be a little bit hard for her, but normal for her, but hard work for her. Just more discipline for this girl to struggle with. To be so stiff, but a happy-go-lucky clown in the 10th house. Have it all now. Well, she will feel the joy of the Lord in her own career and how she is in the spotlight and the access of the world. The 10th house is where everyone's going to be at access to public. But at home, it's the 4th house Gemini. Where she talks, maybe she sings, whatever it is, a voice. And her Mercury is in her everyday routine. Yeah, 5th. No, it's in her 7th house. Sorry. Dun, dun, dun. So secretly be a perfectionist and critical, and secretly be the Virgo and talkative. I don't know, and something weird, all this stuff, and secretly like a liar, because Mercury is a liar, and she will have to tell stories to get herself out of the lie that other people are telling her, because she'll attract a lot of liars and two-faces and nickel salesmen and all that stuff she doesn't see herself as, because she identifies as Pisces. Like a and as a mother, family-oriented warrior, hero, alpha, Aries, moon, your mama. And she has Jupiter there, a philosophy, a view of God, a big picture of God. And just it is what it is, and then it turns into the Pisces that come in millions and lies of unconditional love for all. And I will always love you, and it should be beautiful, and we will remember her as being married to her. So if we're married to her, we love her, and we want. And she'll be everybody's daddy type of friend, responsible one, and social media hard for her. In the soul, she's everyone's friend, an eco opportunist, mentally telepathic. 5th, 6th house, day to day, get that Leo, praising behind the scenes, being a star of her own. It's sad, it makes me cry. That's awful. But it's just a beautiful inanimate object in her coffin. She either got taken out or taken herself away on accident and went in her sleep, allegedly. Cause of the passing, and could be also a blood infection, and also could be kidneys and an insurance policy put upon you, which is, I don't know, but Lilith is there too. There might be another way out, but you don't see it on accident. You went too far. You went too far. Lilith and Scorpio, when people were trying to control you, and you went too far on your own because it's like split. You can't listen to no one, but sometimes you succeed on your own. And you're already darkness and despair, and the darkness and despair rising, phoenixly changing. And people tell you not to do that, but you do it anyways. Be proud and arrogant. And you're also proud of your beauty and your relationships. Because it's also close to in the 8th house Libra, Lilith. Okay, Lilith in the Scorpio, and it's inside the 8th house with the Libra and with all that is in the 8th house of passings, which is Neptunian. Yeah, Scorpio. So those are some lists of some things that you could allegedly be passing away into with this chart. That's the story of, that's the theory of love. Hey, and she showed a lot of it and healed the world within this way. Always never forgotten. Whitney Houston, Miss Whitney Houston. That's her birth chart. That's it. That's totally it. No doubt in my mind. You should do Hayden Payton. Yes, that girl just passed. Yeah, you should do a chart. I was thinking about that. I thought I already did that chart. I recorded it and it didn't record. I don't know what happened. I thought I recorded her chart and I guess I lost the footage. You're the best. Thank you. You're the best too. Scorpio. It is hot in my house. And I turned my air conditioner off because I just did. And I'm leaving on a jet plane. Toodaloo.